So, Brian, we were just talking a little bit about, the immigration issue, which is a very hot topic, right? I mean, this seems to be one of the more volatile and or concerning topics that voters and Americans have on their mind. What else do you see as being paramount in this election cycle?
Oh, absolutely. There's any number of issues. Obviously, I'm a staunch supporter of the Second Amendment and the fact that concealed carry reciprocity still is not law on a federal standpoint. So when you think about, we all have driver's license, or most of us have driver's license, or marriage licenses. Those are recognized across all 50 states. Why aren't concealed carry license recognized across all 50 states? Obviously, I'm going to do everything I can to support the Second Amendment here in New Jersey. It's very challenging relative to other states, and that needs to change. Issues like supporting veterans. This has been a long topic here in South Jersey. In my professional experience, I work in defense and aerospace. The military is my customer. But when they leave the military, we need to continue to support them. We've had challenges, and the president has been very forefront about this when it comes to supporting the VA. Look, we've got to be able to take care of our vets. Our vets sometimes have challenges where they have to get to particular hospitals just to get care. Right. If there's an opportunity, or I can put together a bill that can introduce the ability so that any veteran can go to any hospital and the administrative factor can be associated with taking care of that, I think that would be a big step forward. And I know there's a lot in South Jersey where there's a lot of hospitals that are trying to make strides towards that goal, as well as very close to that goal. That needs to continue. The other issues, obviously, what the president has done is to reposition us from a trade standpoint. Obviously, he had to get the economy rolling. He cut taxes, he cut regulation to make us strong enough to deal with countries. Obviously, those in our backyard, he renegotiated NAFTA, and it just needs to be approved by Congress. It's now the USMCA agreement, which was good because it opened up access to dairy markets. It obviously did a lot when it came to the automotive industry with the influx down in Mexico, and he's done it with South Korea. He's done it with Japan. He's doing it currently with China. He needed to get strong enough with his trade agreements prior to China, and China is waffling because they're hoping that President Trump is not reelected. But I guarantee you, the day after President Trump is reelected in 2020, China will be there right away asking, oh, please, no more ramifications. And we know that this is working because China has complained and done a formal complaint to the World Trade Organization because of what President Trump has done. He's also pushed all of our NATO allies to contribute more when it comes to GDP. So the requirement in the agreement of NATO is to contribute 2% of GDP to the defense of the NATO allies. There's only a handful of countries that were actually doing it. He's upped that. We need to continue to put the pressure on that. Another issue is going to be, before you jump in there, is infrastructure. Yeah. Obviously, this has been a huge issue for a number of years, and you look at other countries that have better airports, better roads, better bridges, a lot of updates. And here in Jersey, we pay a lot of Easy Pass, and yet we still have some challenges when it comes to infrastructure. That needs to be another issue that the president takes hold, and I will be there to support.